At Mike Birch, you don't have to haggle, and you'll get top dollar for your trade. Our finance team's ready to help, even when others can't. No matter where you are, buying a new car has never been easier than at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear and at MikeBirchFord.com. Right on the corner, right on the price. Stop the surge. Call Mike Birch.
And good morning. Oh, turn the mic down there. Good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. It is 8 o'clock, Wednesday morning, very last day of January 31st. We do appreciate you tuning in to 105.5 FM. And we're hoping in just a moment here to be able to get a call in from Representative Bill Werkheiser, Wednesdays with Werkheiser. I'm sure he's trying to make his way to a phone there in Atlanta to give us a call to tell us what's going on up there under the Gold Dome. So we're just waiting on him, and my computer's all different this morning. I can't find what I'm looking for. Everything's different. Oh, boy. Oh, well. I can't find anything. All right. The time now is 1 minute after 8 o'clock. Big Dog Country Radio. It's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Storage, located on the Waycross Highway, by Jessup Premium Storage, and also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
Doing good? All right. Got your Super Bowl party all lined up, ready to go to?
I hadn't heard of one yet.
You haven't heard of a Super Bowl party you're going to?
Hopefully I find out tonight. So.
Oh, find out tonight?
Normally have one. I'm sure they're going to have it, but I hadn't heard any details. So.
Okay.
Been busy. It's been a busy several days. So.
Busy several days. Interesting interview you had with Denise Griffiths, the, what's her official title?
Tax Commissioner.
Tax Commissioner. That's right, Tax Commissioner. About the sales tax situation. Yeah.
There's just been a lot of discussion at all these meetings about if it's up, if it's down. There's been some conflicting stories from different government officials, so just went with her. Got the official
I'll get it from the horse's mouth, huh? Person who is the commissioner.
I said it went down from 2015 to 2016, but it came up in 2017 a little bit, but not as much as 2015. So, but the trend from 2000 to 2010 has been a downward trend. So, again, as they said in all these meetings, the IDA says it all the time: need more industry, need more jobs, need to grow. So.
And there's other reasons also. Not only do we need to grow, there's no doubt about that. We need to grow, a community, a county, the state, the country, whatever. But let's just keep it on the Wayne County level here. It's either declining or growing. There's no just coasting. If you coast, eventually you come to a stop. So it's good to have an IDA chamber, elected officials with the county commissioners and the city officials and other entities that are focused on growth. What can we do to grow? And luckily here in Wayne County, we've had aggressive entities like that. And it just shows you if we hadn't had those, where we would be. You go, it's just like riding up to Athens last week when I went up there to the Georgia Association of Broadcasters Winter Institute up there. So many of these small towns are just dead as a doornail. They're just, there's plywood on all the storefronts, and you don't see that much traffic around there where, let's say, years ago, when you used to ride through these towns, they were bustling. And, you have a lot of folks who say, well, let's just keep things as they are. Let's still, eventually you'll become like a McRae or you become like a Soper. That's what happens. So luckily here in Wayne County, we've had forward-thinking folks here in the town that have tried to help us. But, we always talk about this. This is based on sales tax, on the taxes that we receive on the stuff. And that's the reason why we always encourage people to shop Wayne County first. Because when you go out of town and you buy stuff out of town, you're supporting that county's economy. You're, putting sales tax into their county. You are helping their school system. You're helping their road system. You're helping keep taxes lower in those other counties when you buy out of town. I know a lot of times it's a lot of fun to go out of town and maybe you can find stuff and you may think you can find it cheaper and that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is shop Wayne County first. If you can find it here in Wayne County, buy it here, because the more that we shop out of town, the less sales taxes that will come into Wayne County, which means either A, taxes have got to go up, or services have to be cut back. Well, I think we got Bill Workhauser on the phone right now. Let's just check here and see. Good morning. Bill, I'm going to put you right on the phone. Hold on a second. You'll hear Bob, okay? Hold on.
Okay, again, it's Wednesday, so it's Wednesdays with Bill Workhauser. And Bill, appreciate you calling in. How are things in Atlanta?
It's been very, very busy. It's already been a long day. Already been to 3 meetings.
3 meetings.
Well, let's go back.
I do have an update on something you asked about last week. We had a meeting yesterday on the distracted driving and got some details, if you want to hear those.
Sure.
All right. So basically, it's going to be a hands-free, and it's going to, even though it's called distracted driving, it's only going to apply to electronic devices, meaning, because this was brought up, you can be distracted by putting on makeup, reading a book, or doing something else. And even though those are generally against the law in a very broad term, this bill is going to address just phone use, because that seems to be a problem. So you're going to be allowed to basically do two things. One being receive and, touch your phone once to answer a call, touch it once, touch your swipe to end a call. You will also be able to use your GPS device, but with some caveats. It must be programmed before you start the act of driving, so you can't be interacting with it, even at a stop sign or a stoplight. So it's supposed to be programmed before you start driving. The penalties, first offense is $150 and 3 points. Second, third, and fourth offense, there's going to be some ranges, but basically a $250 increase. So, $400, $550, but there is some leeway with the judge. The first offense is 3 points. Each subsequent offense is going to be 4 points. And as many people may or may not know, 15 points in any 24-month period will result in a disqualification of having a driver's license. That changes if you're 16 to 18 years old. You're only allowed 4 points within a 12-month period, so a little stricter there. I think that, and then on the GPS, it needs to be mounted or placed in line of sight, so not laying on your seat or on your lap. And that, I think, covers what we've been told. Now, again, this has not even been to the first committee, so the process is it will go to the House committee, because it will start as a House bill. And so there could be slight, none, or massive changes to it. And then we'll vote on it, and then it'll start the process again over in the Senate.
And when will the vote take place? And how soon do you think it'll be coming? Well, you think it will come into law this year, or do you think it'll be something the governor will sign, or how do you think it'll go?
That's a good question. Because we're still pretty early in session, there is a very good chance that it could be signed by the governor at the end of this year. One of the stats that we were given a lot yesterday, and one was that just in the past year, 30%, this does not include non-fatalities, just fatalities alone, there's been a 30% increase in fatalities, and almost every one, the stats are just there. And so, and we were also presented with data showing that states that passed similar legislation, the following full year showed on average a 19% decrease in accidents. So that's where, that's really the impetus for all of this.
Yeah, Again, if you just joining us, Bill Werkheiser on the phone, Wednesdays with Werkheiser, State Representative Bill Werkheiser up in Atlanta. I know the Leadership Georgia team came up and met with y'all. How did that meeting go?
Went very well. Had a good full day. We went and saw several people. Mark Williams, actually, he does a very great job of giving an overall Capitol tour. So that was big because Mark has a very big department, very busy schedule. But he kind of stops his day when Wayne County Folks comes up. And so not only did he give a tour of the Capitol, but we were able to go to his office and give an overview of the department. And then we met with some other groups. And then for about an hour and a half, Representative Nimmer and Senator Tillery and I were able just to go into a room and really just let the group answer questions about things that they had seen or just general questions about state government. So that was good.
Where are we on the adoption? You said before you went up there that was going to be the big story, the big issue. What have those discussions been like, and where do we stand on that?
Okay, so the posture we're at now is the Senate has finished their work. They removed one of the greater, or I guess the greatest sticking point from last year. The problem is there's three other areas that are of concern, and so we know what they are, but they have not been officially presented to us yet. So what will happen there is we'll either have to agree or disagree on those changes. But hopefully we'll do that next week.
Any update on the red light at Joey Williamson Road? Any discussion?
No, I've requested another study, but we have to wait for a year because they're not going to do anything without a study. And the last one was done in February of 17. And so, I guess tomorrow's February. So he said at the earliest time that we would do a study, and we know that pretty much the numbers are probably not going to change, but at least he'll give us a starting point to go through the process again and plead our case.
Anything else we need to know? What else? We ask you all the time. Is anything taking place up in Atlanta that's going to affect this area? Any major impact?
No, we have not seen any of the. The rural health care bill we've seen is revolved. I mean, the only rural bill has been revolving around health care. But even that's not going to affect our area because most of that was centered around folks that had lost the hospital and allowing micro hospitals because that whole industry is very regulated, whether you can even put a hospital in or not. But so our area will be safe there, and haven't seen much of that. So we seem to be good.
Okay. Well, again, we appreciate you being with us every Wednesday. Look forward to next Wednesday as well. Wednesdays with Werkheiser. You stay up there in Atlanta the whole time? Do you go home back and forth on weekends, or how's your schedule?
Well, I try, and I'm coming home tomorrow. I have not been home in 3 weeks, and I'm going out of town Saturday, but I have got to do some catching up. I'm getting pretty backed up, so I'm going to run home tomorrow night for a day and a half.
And if anybody here,
I stay here Monday through Thursday.
And one other thing, if anybody here needs to get a hold of you, wants to get, you always give your information to, you want to give your number, email, things like that.
Yeah, so it's really the, if you can spell my name, it's bill.werkheiser at house.ga.gov. My cell phone is 912-237-0145.
Okay, well, hopefully if anybody here has a question or concern, they can get a hold of you. Blake Tillery's done the same thing. Chad never does that. That's the great thing. Y'all are accessible. And Blake Tillery said he doesn't have anybody but himself to answer his own email, so he said does that on a regular basis. So I don't know if you have anybody helping you.
Email's generally better just because it's hard to get us during the day. Plus then we have if we need to look something up, so email's always better. But It's not that, it's not only that you can reach us, we love hearing from folks. So,
Okay.
make a difference.
We appreciate it every Wednesday again. We'll look forward to next Wednesday as well. Appreciate it very much.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, State Representative Bill Werkheiser there. Wednesdays with Werkheiser right here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Well, they've got an event going on in Odom, Georgia. We're going to talk about that with some guests from Odom in just a moment. 15 minutes after 8 o'clock, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show continues in just a moment.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
An exceptional car buying experience is closer than you think. Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear has the best prices, service, and selection. Why go anywhere else? At Mike Birch, you don't have to haggle, and you'll get top dollar for your trade. Our finance team's ready to help, even when others can't. No matter where you are, buying a new car has never been easier than at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear and at MikeBirchFord.com. Right on the corner, right on the price. Stop the surge. Call Mike Birch.
Okay, we're back. Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Well, I think it was last week or the week before, I can't remember. I have a hard time to keep up with time. We had a couple of folks in here from Odom talking about the daughter-daddy dance coming up in Odom. We got Cheyenne Mosley and Vicki Higgs in this morning, who's leading us up. Good morning, ladies. How y'all doing?
Good morning. We're doing good.
You're doing good? Cheyenne, tell us what the kind of the final plans are here as you're getting close to the day for the daughter-daddy dance there in Odom.
I'm going to let Miss Vicki take that. She is
Vicki's going to do it. Oh,
for us,
Vicki,
so-
tell us what's going on.
Well, we're working on the decorations. If y'all go check out the Odom City Hall Facebook page, you can see some updates and pictures that we're posting as we're decorating. But it is this Saturday. We're getting geared up for it. And we're calling it Boots and Bling. It's
Boots and Bling? All right.
It's a country girl thing. So it is a little, a little on the countryside, but boots are not required. Just want to make that clear. You don't have to go buy some boots to come, but it's going to be a great time. We just really wanted to promote the father-daughter or father-figure-daughter relationship and also promote our little town. It's very special, and we just love it, and we just want people to come out and enjoy themselves.
And we want to let everyone know this is for all fathers and daughters here in the Wayne County area.
Correct.
And also for daughters who have a male figure who's like a father in their life. Could
That's
be a
right.
grandfather, could be an uncle, could be whatever. If they don't have their dad there living with them. And so everyone is invited to come for a special evening between fathers and daughters. And tell us, I know I did this last time, but tell us what the experience will be when the father and daughter walks through that door of the Odom City Gym. What will happen? What will take place?
Well, when you first walk in, if you haven't gotten a ticket, excuse me, if you haven't gotten a ticket already, you'll get the ticket at the door, and they're $25 for a couple and $5 for each additional daughter. And then we will have refreshments served there. Of course, music will be playing for the couples to dance. And we're going to have door prizes. How many did you say we're going to have?
We have about a total of 11 right now, and I've got about 5 to 7 more to pick up on Friday. So we'll have a good bit of door prizes to give away.
Okay, so you have the door prizes, you have the finger food snacks, have DJ playing, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the dance?
Right, and we'll have a little like a little photo booth that they can take pictures, do the selfie
Memory
thing.
photos,
Yeah.
yeah.
And also Cheyenne's going to be taking pictures to have a profile put into the Wayne County magazine. So y'all come out and be famous, you'll be in the magazine.
Okay, and so it's all taking place this Saturday night, correct?
This Saturday.
Okay, if they want to get tickets this week, can they get them at City Hall?
They can call us and we can reserve tickets.
Reserve
but
tickets.
They'll have to just pay at the door.
Just pay at the door. So tickets are how much at the door?
$25.
$25 per father-daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and y'all came up with this idea. What is the purpose, the goal of this event here for the fathers and daughters?
Well, we just had our gym renovated. Once the new school that was built in Odom, and so the city of Odom acquired the gym, and Brian Mansfield has done a fantastic job redoing the whole gym. It looks fabulous. We're just super, super proud of that. Also, this dance is being promoted by the Odom Homecoming Committee, the Odom Day, as it's nicknamed, for the past probably 30 years. And we do little events throughout the year to promote Odom Day, to promote Odom, and all the funds that are raised with our events, and this one especially, goes towards putting on Odom Day every first Saturday of October.
Okay. All right, so it's out to promote that, put it on an event for Odom, bring people to town, show off that newly renovated gym.
Right.
And it sounds like you've got some great decorations going to be. You got a certain theme or what?
Well, it is a country theme.
A country theme you're putting up in there?
Little country theme, some hay and some, of course, burlap. Everybody loves burlap and mason jars and things like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
And we've got the big, lights going across the gym to just add a nice little... I kind of like to think of it as like you see in the movies with the lights across the barn and stuff like that.
Right.
Just a little down home feel.
Set up and things of that sort. Where
We'll
they
have
can
tables.
Sit. Okay. All right, so you don't sit in the bleachers, folks. You'll be sitting at tables and chairs.
That's right.
Father-daughter dance there in Odom this coming Saturday night. If you have any questions or anything at all, you can always call Odom City Hall, and they give you all of the details there. And then, of course, you have your Facebook page, the Odom City of Odom Facebook page the folks can go to and read and see all about it, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about you want to say? Anything that you want to say thank you to someone or anything else? You got a whole entire page full of notes there, so...
Well,
Go ahead, Cheyenne.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's donated door prize. Let me see. Let me pull up my list here. We've got Captain Joe's, For the Love of Yogurt, Cafe Euro, Jenny's Boutique, Mine and Yours, Merle Norman's, Mary's Bouquet, David's, Code Blue, Dee's Auto Spa, and hopefully I can talk to Miss Jamie and get the Strand on board.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sure Ralph and Jamie will.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But and Reedy Creek.
And Reedy Creek.
And Reedy Creek.
All right. So lots of door prizes to be given away. I guess when they come in, both the father and daughter will receive a ticket, or just the daughter?
Everybody will get a ticket when they come in the door.
Okay.
So we'll just draw from that.
Just draw from that.
Yes.
So go ahead and make plans. A great evening out for fathers and daughters this Saturday night in Odom. And once again, you can go to their Facebook page, City of Odom Facebook page, or call Odom City Hall to get the complete details on it. If you just want to know a little bit more about it. Once again, the event begins this Saturday night at what time?
6.
At 6 o'clock. About what time do you think it'll be over?
About 8.
About 8. About 2. So just 2 hours.
It's about 2 hours, yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Bob, anything for him? All right. Anybody else that you want to thank or anything at all?
Our committee.
Your committee.
Our committee.
The Odom Homecoming Committee.
Yes,
Y'all work. It's a week in October. Well, it's a kind of a year-round planning event and promotion event.
It takes us all year to get just that one big day planned.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Well, ladies, good luck with the dance this coming Saturday night, father-daughter dance there in the City of Odom at the City Gym. And hopefully you have a lot of fathers and daughters show up and have a great time.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care, y'all. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Time now is 8:24 on this Wednesday morning. And we appreciate those ladies coming in talking about that. All right, let's get back, Bob, to the tax situation here, sales tax situation. Talked about that, if folks go out of town and shop, you're supporting the economy of that county and not Wayne County. So that's the reason why you should always try to shop Wayne County first when you're trying to buy something. And so you can have that sales tax come back into our county to help provide, the services that we need here in Wayne County, plus try to keep taxes lower. And it'd be also interesting to find out from the tax commissioner, or maybe I can go online and find out, how much is online shopping hurt counties when it comes to sales tax and state taxes? A lot of people do that online shopping. I don't. I hardly have ever bought anything over the internet. I always do most of my shopping right here in Wayne County, so why support some company out of town? But the DC say anything about that? Does he say anything about why the sales tax was down from 2015 to now?
I'm sure it's because people aren't buying.
Yeah. Well, is there particular reasons?
I don't know why the trend. I said the bottom line is, you look at the history of Wayne County. Like I said, you used to have all those car dealerships. Now you got a few. You used to have 3 grocery stores. You got a few. Plus we're behind the 8 ball. We came to the local option sales tax party late. Tried to get that 1 cent sales tax passed a couple times and didn't pass it. So we're behind the 8 ball when it comes to all that. So.
Well, one thing about, we don't have all those new car dealerships here in town like we used to, but when you do, that's the way the state of Georgia set up with their laws, is the fact that if you do buy a car out of town, that sales tax goes back to the county where you registered at. So if you're from Wayne County, that sales tax goes back here. I'm glad that whenever that was set up by the state legislature years and years and years ago, as long as I can remember, it's been that way, that if you buy from out of town, that sales tax goes back to the county where the vehicle is registered. I know that that really helps out small counties because so many people go, sometimes to bigger places or to wherever. But even better, it's, shop Wayne County first. And it'll be interesting to find out. I think I'm going to try to do a little research on that, is how much is internet sales by people buying from Amazon and places like that. How has that hurt sales taxes in counties and states and stuff like that? And then, of course, almost 60, 65, sometimes in some small counties, 70% of all retail dollars are spent out of town. People go out of town to buy those items they just want to make a trip, or they think they're saving a couple of bucks. When you add in gas and you add eating out, and then you add the fact that you're not putting that sales tax back into your county, and so your property taxes may go up because that sales tax is not there. Really, you're not in the long run. So it'll be interesting to see, if online shopping has hurt sales tax in counties.
I did hear yesterday that the overpass is finally going to be opened up.
Soon?
Yeah, either Friday or Monday.
Friday or Monday already, huh?
So the 169 overpass, it's not completed, but they're going to have it where you can travel it. I believe it's either Friday or Monday. I'll check with the people that told me that yesterday and make sure I got the right date, but I can't remember right now if it's Friday or Monday, but it's about to be opened up for traffic.
Okay.
Which is good news. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, well, those kind of situations, people say, it's just been sitting there. Well, you've got to let that dirt settle, folks. You can't just let it sit there for a couple of months and then go pave it, because it takes a long time for dirt that's piled up that high to settle. And the last thing you want to do is to go pave over something where the dirt's not all settled, and suddenly you've got major potholes going in it. Somebody wanted to know, is the dance for older people also? I guess so, for all fathers and daughters. Yeah, I don't care if you're 16, your daughter's 40. It's a father-daughter dance. Okay, you could be in your 40s and you think father-daughter dance. You think the girls in their teens and or whatever and or 20s, but they father-daughter dance. No age discrimination there.
Just call Odom City Hall.
Yeah, Odom City Hall can tell you about it. 586-2211's the number. So call City Hall. They can give you the answer to all that. Yeah. But like mentioned about the overpass, it takes a long time for that much that dirt to settle. So they just have to let it sit there and sit there and sit there, and and kind of bake in for a long time, and then they can pave it and get everything going. And speaking of traffic lights, there is going to be one there at the base of the bypass there on Pine Street.
Anybody that's been caught by a train at that intersection will be glad
relieved.
Right.
I know that Leanne, our office manager, she was trying to make it back to work from lunch one day, and she was stuck there for about 20 minutes or longer there at that intersection. And it had both places. It had Sunset Boulevard and 169 Highway, both blocked. Could not get through. But once that bypass is completed, and folks can drive over it on a regular basis, I guess, like you said, coming up real soon, then you don't have to worry about these trains. They said they were going to close down that the regular 169 crossing there. I guess, are they going to do that right off the bat? Do you know? Yeah, I know that a lot of the businesses there were upset about that because it's more convenient for people to drive up there and then go across the tracks than have to go back around the bypass and around. But that was, I guess, one of the compromises they had to do to be able to do this. But it will be nice to have that bypass over those railroad tracks there at Highway 169. That's just been, because it's where a switching area is at. If you look down there, north toward Odom, there's a bunch of tracks down that way, and that's where a lot of the trains do their switchings. They're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And when all those tracks were put there many moons ago, you didn't have the big traffic through there like you do now. So it's good to have that bypass. It was just like having that bypass built on Pine Street in downtown Jessup. You may get caught at Cherry, Orange, or Magnolia Street, but if you really want to, you can go over a few blocks and go over Pine Street and go over the railroad track if you want to. You got that option. And so it's going to be nice to have that bypass open. All right, Bob, anything else this morning?
That's it.
All right, have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford and Blackshear by Jessup Premium Stores located out here on the Waycross Highway. Also brought to you by Republic Services and by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. 8:31 on this Wednesday morning, the very last day of January.